Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Extra Turns, a very special one.
Yeah, we do. We have some guests that have come from far away. We have Taalia Vess and CovertGoBlue in the house, and we actually have a theme for this episode that's pretty exciting. You helped come up with, Rachel, which is it is a true Elder Dragon Highlander showdown. Every single player has as their commander one of the Elder Dragons. It's a pretty crazy game, a lot of twists and turns. But of course, before we get into it, we need to talk about our sponsors.
Yeah, if you see any cards that you like in this episode, go straight to cardkingdom.com/command. You can pick up all of the singles that you're looking for in exactly the printing and condition that you're looking for, because Card Kingdom has the inventory to do that. Plus, if you're looking for sealed product for the new sets, March of the Machine, soon March of the Machine, Aftermath, Card Kingdom can get those to you safely and packaged well. I like to use Card Kingdom to order a new deck when I'm building, especially when a new set comes out. So I can order the whole deck list in one place. It'll show up in one package at the same time, so I can get sleeving and get playing.
And then, of course, once you get those cards, you want to make sure that they stay in pristine condition. ULTRAPRO makes the game accessories products that we trust our own collections to here at the Command Zone. If you go to ultrapro.com/command, you can shop directly from them for all the cool March of the Machine themed products, playmats, deck boxes, sleeves. So ultrapro.com/command is the best place to get your game accessories products. They really do make the best stuff to protect your stuff and to make your battlefield look awesome. And then, of course, before we get into the episode here, we want to talk about something that's coming up.
Yeah, right around the corner. We are coming to MagicCon Minneapolis.
That's right.
For Game Nights Live.
Yep, there's going to be another episode of Game Nights Live. We are going to be on the main stage at the convention center in the venue at MagicCon Minneapolis on Friday, May 5th at 3:30 p.m.
Trust me, you've never seen Commander like this. It's never been bigger. It's never been badder. It's so much fun.
Yeah, it's a blast. We hope to see you there. Okay, having said all of that, we have a game right now to watch. It is a doozy. There's a lot of ups and downs. The Elder Dragons, they come to play.
Yeah, high CMC, big swingy games, a lot of evil, a lot of good. I love it.
Good, evil.
I'm playing Nicol Bolas.
All right, well, we'll let them decide for themselves who's good or evil. How's it, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Extra Turns. This is a special one because we've brought in two guests that have never been on the show before.
Hey y'all, it's Taalia Vess, and you might know me from some of my live streams on Twitch or whatnot, or you might have seen some of my TikTok videos. But today, I'm really excited to be on my first episode of Extra Turns.
Hey everybody, it's me, it's CGB. You probably know me from my daily MTG Arena videos on YouTube, and also from the CovertGo Crew Commander channel. But today, I'm bringing the fun from the one in Best of One, all the way to Extra Turns.
On this episode today, we're playing EDH, because everyone's commander is an Elder Dragon. And my Elder Dragon is from Strixhaven. It's Shadrix Silverquill. This deck wants to go wide with a ton of different tokens. And it's full of ways to either pump them up or sacrifice them for value. Throw in the ability to play politics with my commander's combat trigger, and I'll be able to outwit my opponents and attack for the win.
The deck I'm playing is Chromium, the Mutable. This deck is full of instants and cards with flash, so I can do my thing on everyone else's turns. I've got plenty of tricks to disrupt my opponent's plans, plus some fun payoffs for casting at flash speed. With a solid control package backing up my hard-hitting commander, I've got everything I need to pull off a sudden victory.
My deck is led by Arcades the Strategist. This deck is all about little creatures with big butts. Arcades can also draw me cards, so I can find more walls. Plus, my commander turns walls and other high toughness creatures into powerful attackers, so I can swing out and crush my opponents.
And of course, I went with the bad boy of the group, Nicol, the Ravager. First, I'll use mill and discard to fill all the graveyards. Then I've got ways to reanimate powerful creatures or play spells directly from my opponent's decks. That way I can take their power and turn it into my victory.
Okay, let's get into it.
The best offense is a great defense.
I'm gonna flash in and let the nonsense begin.
You know what they say, every story needs a good villain.
All right, everybody ready?
Yeah.
Let's do
Let's do
it.
it.
All right, I will draw for turn. I'll play a swamp.
Okay.
And I will cast a Wayfarer's Bauble.
Nice.
Good stuff.
Good
Your
start.
turn.
All right, I will draw, and I am going to play a Shipwreck Marsh, which comes in tapped because it's my only land. Pass the turn.
All right, I'll draw for turn. I'm going to play a Thriving Isle. And whenever it comes into play, I get to name another color. So I'm going to name white
Cool.
Nice.
and pass the turn.
All right, I will draw for turn, and I will play a Kabira Plateau tapped. And pass turn to you, CGB.
I will untap. I will draw. I'll play Isolated Chapel untapped. Pass to Josh.
Okay, I will untap. I'll draw. I am going to play a Luxury Suite, and then I will tap 2, and I will play the classic, an Arcane Signet.
Yep.
All right, Taalia, go ahead.
All right, untap, draw. I'm going to play a Plains. I will tap 2, and I will cast Wall of Omens.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
So whenever it enters the battlefield, I draw a card and pass the turn to you, Jimmy.
All right, I'll untap and draw my card for turn. I will play a Plains, and then I'll pass turn.
On your end step, I'm gonna crack my Wayfarer's Bauble.
In response to the Wayfarer's Bubble activation, I'm going to tap 2 and flash out Deep Gnome Terramancer.
Oh, nice.
Okay, cool, we ramp together.
Indeed.
So I will search my library, I will find an island, and I'll put that onto the battlefield tapped.
When that enters the battlefield, it's going to trigger my Deep Gnome Terramancer, so I'm going to search for a Plains card. I'm going to find this Godless Shrine. It's going to enter the battlefield tapped. Back to you.
All right, untap, draw. That Arcane Signet looks so good, I'm gonna cast one of my own.
Nice.
I'll also play a tapped Myriad Landscape, and then I'm done.
Okay, I will untap. I will draw. All right, I'm gonna play my land for turn, which is a mountain, and then why wait? I will tap 4, and I will bring out little Nicol Bolas, the Ravager. Woohoo! All right, when my good pal Nicky Bolas enters the battlefield, you each have to discard a card. I'm sorry.
No.
What if I like my card?
Well, you have lots of. If you like that one, just discard a different one.
I'll discard Parrot Pet.
I'll discard an Anointed Procession.
Anointed Procession.
Yep.
I'll discard a Slundy Vision.
All right, and that took all my mana. So Taalia, you're up.
All right, untap, draw. I unfortunately have to play the Tinderland Harbor tapped.
Ooh.
Sad. I will tap 2, and I will play a Wall of Mourning. When that enters the battlefield, I will exile the top 3 cards in my library. I will put those over here, and hopefully I can put those in my hand later.
Yeah, you got 2 O4s now. So
Yeah. All right, pass the turn to you, Jimmy.
All right, I'm gonna untap all my stuff and then draw my card for turn. I'll play my land. It's a Westvale Abbey, and then cast an Arcane Signet.
everybody.
Join the club.
I'm in the club now.
I want to be in the club.
My club's a little more illicit though, because I'm gonna tap 3 and cast a Black Market Connections.
Full send. Full send.
Full send that time.
Full send.
All right, that's gonna do it for me. Pass turn to you.
I'll untap my lands, I'll draw for turn. I will cast a Painful Truths, paying a blue, a black, and a white. So I'm gonna draw 3,
Nice.
and I'll lose 3 life going to 37. I'm going to play an Exotic Orchard. I really wanted to just use the landscape,
Yeah.
but there's a Deep Gnome Terramancer over there. So instead, I'll tap 2. I'm gonna cast a Talisman of Dominance.
Sure.
All right, pass to you.
I will untap and I will draw my card. All right, I'm gonna start by paying 2, and I'm going to play a Nightscape Familiar.
Great card.
So all my blue and red spells are reduced by 1, and I will follow that up by tapping 2 now and casting a Windfall.
No!
Sorry.
I'm so sad.
I wasn't gonna cast it this early, but I don't have a land, so I need to find one.
I mean, I like my hand.
Oh no.
If you need card draw that badly, it doesn't have to go like this. I'll cast an Arcane Denial.
Yes!
Interesting.
Okay. Windfall gets countered. Then I'll go to combat and I'll swing at you, CGB for 4.
I probably earned that. I'll take 4, going to 33.
All right, well, I will pass the turn.
Untap.
On your upkeep, Taalia, we have that Arcane Denial trigger, so I will choose to draw 2 cards.
And I will draw 1.
All right, I'll draw for turn, and then I'm going to play my Breeding Pool, and I will take 2 life going to 38. And then it is time for Arcades.
Nice.
Then I'm going to attack. I'll send 1 wall to Jimmy and 1 wall to CGB.
Okay, I have no blocks,
I also have no blocks.
so I will take 4 and go to 36.
And I'll get punched by a wall and go to 29.
Well, that's my turn. Pass to you, Jimmy.
Okay, I'm gonna untap all of my stuff, and then I will draw my card for turn, and then black market connections will trigger, so...
We know what that means.
You know what that means.
Full send, full send, full send, full send, full send, full send.
I'm a full send.
Yeah!
So I'll draw an extra card, create a treasure token, and a 3/2. That'll cost me 6 life, going to 30. So I'm gonna first start off by tapping 4 mana, and I'm gonna cast Mondrak Glory Dominus.
Whoa.
Wow.
And then I will cast a Bitter Blossom.
That's pretty good.
And that's gonna do it for me. I'll pass turn to you, CGB.
Okay, untap my stuff and draw my card for turn. I'm going to play a Shipwreck Marsh. Mine will come in untapped.
Yep.
And I will pass.
That's a lot of untapped mana over there.
I'm just flooded.
I will untap, and then I will draw my card for turn, and I will play my land for the turn, which is a swamp. And then I'm gonna tap blue, and again, it's reduced because of the Nightscape Familiar. And then I will cast Court of Cunning.
Ooh, Monarch.
Yeah, I don't know if I want the Monarch right now, because everybody else has scarier stuff than me, but it is a thing I can cast. Yes, I will become the Monarch. Feels like my Trumpeteers were not very excited about their jobs. All right, I'll go to my end step, and because for the moment I am the Monarch, I will draw a card. And then that's it. Talia, go ahead.
Okay, untap, draw. I'm going to cast a Ceruli Caretaker. That's gonna trigger my commander. I'll draw a card. And then I'm gonna cast a Farseek. So I will search my library for Canopy Vista and put it onto the battlefield tapped.
All right, when that happens, that's gonna trigger my Deep Gnome Terramancer, so I will also look through my library for a Plains card. I'm gonna find a Scrubland, and that's gonna enter the battlefield tapped.
All right, Jimmy, since that Terramancer can only trigger once per turn, I'm gonna take this opportunity to crack Myriad Landscape. I'm going to also search my library, and I will find 2 basic Plains cards and put them onto the battlefield tapped.
Oh, nice. Good timing.
Okay, and then I'll play Rogue's Passage for my land. Going to combat.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I feel bad for beating you up because you're not ahead, but I really want to draw a card. I will attack you,
With the Wall of Mourning?
Josh, and I will also send Arcades to Jimmy.
Okay, I can't block, so I will take 3 and go to 27.
All right, I will take 4 and go to 36. And then you will become the Monarch, Talia.
Oh, nice. That was a good one.
that was a better one.
Oh, there's multiple.
Your Trumpeteers have a lot more respect than mine did.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
And then I will go to my end step, and I do have a trigger for Monarch, so I'll draw a card.
Okay. I'll untap. On my upkeep, Bitter Blossom will trigger, and instead of getting 1 Black Fairy Rogue creature token, I get 2 because of Mondrak, but I will lose 1 life and go to 26. And then I will draw my card for turn and move to that pre-combat main phase, so Black Market Connections means...
Full send, full send, full send, full send, full send, full send, full send.
Okay, yeah, full send, full send, full send, full send. Maybe the last time, though, it's ever gonna happen, just saying. All right, so I'll draw an extra card, and then I will make 2 treasure and 2 shapeshifters. Again, because of Mondrak. And that will cost me 6 life, and I'll go down to 20. I'll play my land for turn. It's a Castle Lochthwain, and I'm going to tap 5 mana, and I'm gonna cast my commander, Shadrix Silverquill. Woohoo! Here we go. I'm gonna move to combat, and I get to choose a couple of modes, and each of them has to target a different player.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm going to create a 2/1 white and black Inkling creature token with flying, and CGB, I'm gonna put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control.
Yes. Okay, so in response to that, I will flash in a Slitherwisp.
Nice.
Because I want it to get a +1/+1 counter.
Yeah, you got a 1/1 counter. Congratulations.
I am very excited about it. It's my first creature on the show.
And then I will create 2 2/1 Inklings, again, because of Mondrak. All right, in combat, I will swing the shapeshifter at you, CGB.
No blocks, so I will take 3 damage, going to 26.
And then second main, I will cast Kaya, Geist Hunter.
Oof.
Yikes.
I'll +1 her. That's gonna give my creature's death touch, and I get to put a +1/+1 counter on the creature token, so it's gonna go on this shapeshifter.
Oh, your creatures get death touch?
Yeah, until end turn.
Oh, okay.
That's it for me. Pass turn to you.
Well, you got some problems.
Yep.
Probably worse next turn.
Yeah,
Get
but
into
however,
board wiper bust time.
yeah.
I will untap, draw. I will play Otawara Soaring City as my land for turn. And, pass the turn.
I will. Untap. At the beginning of my upkeep, Court of Cunning is going to trigger. So I'm going to choose all of us to mill 2 cards each. 1, 2.
No, my heroic intervention. I'm so sad.
Your deep gnome did better than mine this game.
True.
Oh, you're deep gnomed?
Yeah.
Ironically, I got to reanimate out of the mill, which is not really where I want that to go.
No.
Yikes.
How about Yawgmoth?
Oh, that's pretty sweet. All right, I am going to then draw my card for the turn. All right, I'm going to play my land for turn, which is a Haunted Ridge. You have Esper Sentinel over there?
Yeah.
And you have Yawgmoth?
Yeah.
All right, I will cast Necromancy, and I'm going to choose the Yawgmoth in Jimmy's graveyard to bring back here.
Okay, here you go.
Thank you. All right. Taalia, can I offer you a deal?
Sure.
I'll swing my smallest creature at you, which is a 1/1, just to get the Monarch in the interest of trying to find a board wipe for, he who shall not be named over there.
I don't think they're talking about me.
I'm okay with this.
Wow.
I'm okay with this.
Collusion.
As long as I can get it back.
Yeah, I will allow you to get it back with the smallest creature you've got.
Okay.
Deal?
Deal.
With that in mind, Taalia, then I will swing at you with my 1/1 Nightscape Familiar.
I will stand by our deal. Take 1, going to 37.
All right, and I will become the Monarch.
That's right.
All right, then I will move to my end step.
Before your end step,
Yeah.
I'm going to flash in my Riptide Turtle
Nice.
so I can draw a card from Arcades.
Hey, that's my gimmick.
Perfect.
Cool. And then I will draw for the Monarch. And then it will be your turn, Taalia.
All right, I'm gonna untap all of my stuff here and all my creatures, and I'll draw my card for the turn.
How's our problem solving going?
I have an idea.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to cast a Chroma's Will.
Oh, that's a lot of damage. So I would die, right?
You would, but you're a problem.
Yeah, I get it. In response, I'll tap for a white, and I'm going to Swords to Plowshares your commander, Taalia.
Oh, interesting. It will immediately turn all those things into can attack.
Help me!
That's amazing.
Help me!
I can't help for sure, but
Interesting.
in response to the Swords to Plowshares, I'm gonna cast Fact or Fiction.
Oh!
And I'm definitely choosing Taalia on this one. I'll take the top 5 cards of my library. Taalia, you get to split these into 2 piles. I get to choose one and put it into my hand.
Interesting. Okay, this is pile 1, and this is pile 2.
Oh, 4 and 1.
Jeez.
Is it a counterspell on 4?
Yep.
Taking the 1 is so against my nature.
You couldn't just give him one land. It would just be a land.
You know what? I had
You
the
could just
Reliquary
make it
Tower,
so
and then
this-
I was like, no.
Taalia's a hero.
I'm gonna go with my gut, and my gut was to give him
could just
one
make the
card.
decision
He
easy.
needs that card.
I don't care if I die. Talia's a hero.
Easy decision.
Now I'm tempted to take the Urtai, counter the Achroma's Will, and have Jimmy kill you. Oh, but I hate it. Why did you have to do it like this?
Where's Jimmy? He's usually so punctual.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry about that. I was just getting my deck together, or most of it.
But that's just a really big stack of envelopes.
I prefer to think of it as pre-sleeved.
Well, where's your commander?
Let me check. Tracking says he's in shipping label created.
Jimmy, you really gotta use Card Kingdom. They send all of your cards in one convenient package. No dealing with tons of envelopes or wrangling all those tracking numbers.
And Card Kingdom's shipping is super fast, so you can be sure you'll have that new deck ready before your next game night.
And if anything ever goes wrong with an order, their customer service always goes above and beyond to fix it.
All right, that settles it. I'm using Card Kingdom from now on. But for now, is everyone ready to play?
I guess. Do you even have a keepable hand?
Hang on, I gotta shuffle.
Get your cards in one safe, easy package with Card Kingdom. When you go to cardkingdom.com/command, you can support the show while shopping from Card Kingdom's huge selection of singles, sealed product, and more. Again, that's cardkingdom.com/command.
The Eldrazi are ravaging Zendikar! Chandra, Flamecaller, call forth your flames!
No can do, Gideon.
But the Eldrazi!
I called my flames 3 times this month, and my phone bill is crazy high. Plus, inflation's burning through my bank account, so...
My Pyro Paisan, you must switch to Mint Mobile. They offer premium wireless service for only $15 a month.
Whoa, are they having a fire sale?
Not at all, my incandescent comrade. By going online only, Mint Mobile eliminates the cost of retail and passes the savings on to us. With unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network, I call my allies every day to let them know I'm still alive.
And you got to keep your number and contacts?
Correct, my fiery friend.
Wow, in that case, I'll call my flames right now. Oh, hey, Flames. Yeah, can you toast this noodly fool? Thanks.
To get your new wireless plan for $15 a month and get the plan shipped to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/command. That's mintmobile.com/command. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/command.
Taking the one is so against my nature.
It's all in your hands.
I am going to choose the Urtai Resurrected.
Doesn't mean anything
Doesn't mean anything yet.
I'm going to put these into my graveyard.
Well, we'll see.
And then you're gonna pass priority, right?
Okay, so to recap, we have Swords to Plowshares targeting Arcades on the stack, and then a Chroma's Will.
Yep.
This is just one of those classic Commander moments, isn't it?
It really is. It really is.
This is why we play.
Here's the thing. I'm sorry.
No apologies necessary. I had a great game.
I'm gonna cast Urtai Resurrected. I will draw a card. Each of you will lose 1 life. And Urtai will enter the battlefield, and it will trigger, and I will counter target spell or ability. That will be the Swords to Plowshares. Which means, Jimmy, you get to draw a card.
All right. I'll draw a card.
Taalia, I'm not that happy about this. Not as happy as I could have been.
All right, Chroma's Will resolves. All your stuff gets
Flying,
Vigilance, Indestructible, Double Strike, Lifelink. Is that all?
Okay, let's go to combat. Jimmy, I'm gonna swing at you with all of my defender creatures. And I know it's a little overkill, but I did promise you that I would only attack you with 1 creature. So, Josh, I'm gonna swing at you with Arcades.
Okay. Your creatures all have protection from everything. I would normally be able to block with my shapeshifters, but your creatures also have flying. So, uh-oh. I'm just not gonna be able to block anything. All right, first strike damage happens. I'm going to take 16 and go to 3.
I'll take 3 and go to 32.
That is all lifelink, so I'll gain 19. Going to 55.
You become the Monarch, because I took combat damage.
Me too. Thank you. It's so nice to be here on the day of my
As we
death.
solemnly carry.
Okay, let's go to regular damage.
Yep, I'm gonna take another 16 and be real dead. And I died to a bunch of walls by punching them. Oh no, it hurts.
All right, and then I will take 3 more, going to 29.
And I will gain 19 more, going to 74.
That's a lot. Have I made a mistake?
And then there were 3. And Jimmy, unfortunately, when you die,
My card, thank you.
you get your Yawgmoth back.
Second main, I'm gonna play a forest, and I will cast Bolagad Recovery.
Oh no.
Oh, what's the target?
Wait.
I'm gonna recover a Chroma's Well.
Who's next?
Who's next? Who's next?
All right, that's gonna do it for me. I pass the turn, CGB.
All right, I'm going to untap my lands. I'll draw a card. I'm going to tap 2. I'm going to cast an Orzhov Signet
Okay.
because it doesn't have flash. And then I'm done.
Okay, I will untap, and then Court of Cunning is going to trigger, and I'm gonna have us all mill 2 cards. 1, 2. And then I will draw my card for the turn. Let's see. I'm gonna start by paying 2, discounted because of Nightscape Familiar, and I will cast Jessica's Will.
Nice.
Good cards.
I love that.
How many cards does everyone have in hand?
I have 4.
5.
That's it. I will pick Taalia. Thought you'd have more with the Monarch and the drawing the cards every time you play a card.
5's good.
A disappointment to all of us.
All right, I'll get 5 red mana, and then I will exile the top 3 cards of my library. They are a Bloodstained Mire, a Watery Grave, and a Fellwar Stone.
Not too bad.
That feels like a whiff. All right, I'll put these over here. I can play them until end of turn. I'm gonna start by playing the Watery Grave, untapped, so I take 2. I go to 27. Then I am going to tap black and use the 5 red mana I have floating to cast Thieving Amalgam.
Oh.
What? That's cool and all, but is that an ape snake?
You've never seen an ape snake before?
Add it to the types I didn't know existed.
Yeah, same.
And then I guess I'll cast one of the other cards from the Jessica's Will. I will put this Fellwar Stone out there, and this Bloodstained Mire will just stay exiled. And oh my gosh, Chroma's Will.
I do have an end step effect.
Okay, well then I will move to my end step and cross my fingers for something exciting and awesome and saves us.
It's a Swords to Plowshares targeting Arcades.
Ah.
All right.
Back at it. Let's go.
All right, so Arcades will go back to my command zone, and I gain 3 life, going to 77. I'll untap,
On your upkeep, my Thieving Amalgam is going to trigger, and I will manifest the top card of your library. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Okay.
Is it a wall? All right, I'll draw for turn. Then I will recast Arcades.
Guess who's back?
Welcome back.
Back again.
Katie's back. I'm a friend.
I'll tap my Hinterland Harbor to cast Wall of Runes. I'll stack this with Arcades trigger, so I will scry and then draw. So I'm gonna look at the top card here, and I guess I'll put this at the bottom of my library. And then I'll draw for Arcades. Well, what do you have over there?
3-2 and a 4-3, and the implication I could play a 7-7.
I have a 6-7 and a 4-4 and a 1-1 and a 2-2. See, I matter.
Aw, you do matter. Well, I don't have any good attacks. So I'm gonna pass the turn. I will go to my end step and draw for the Monarch.
Okay, I have something to do before that. In response to the Monarch trigger, I am going to tap everything for a pull from tomorrow for 6.
Oh.
All right, I'm going to draw 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I get to choose one of the cards in my hand to discard. I will discard a Seachrome Coast.
Pretty good.
All right, I will draw my card for Monarch. Pass the turn to you.
I'll untap everything.
On your upkeep, Thieving Amalgam will trigger, and I will manifest the top card of your library. May I?
Yeah, go for it. I hope it's a good one. I'll play a Morphic Pool as my land for turn, and I will pass the turn.
All right. I will untap. I have a Court of Cunning trigger on my upkeep. All of us, again, will mill 2 cards. So here we go. 1, 2. Then I will draw my card for the turn. And then I'm going to play Black Market Connection.
Another one!
Then I'm going to play a Swamp, and I'm going to cast a Solemn Simulacrum. So I will search my library, and I will find an island, and I will put that into play tapped. All right. I will go to combat. 2 2-2s coming at you, CGB. Be afraid.
Come on. I will block the 2-2 that is Talia's with the Slitherwisp. I take 2, going to 24.
All right, and then the manifest that you blocked, I'll flip it over. It is a Lightning Greaves. It'll go to Talia's graveyard. And when that dies, that will trigger Thieving Amalgam. You'll lose 2 life.
Going to 75.
And I'll go to 29. And then I'll pass the turn.
I will untap.
And on your upkeep, Thieving Amalgam will trigger again, may I? All right, I will manifest.
I feel like I wanted that card. I feel like that was a really good one.
It wasn't.
Cool. All right, draw for turn. And then I'm gonna do the smart thing. And I'm gonna cast Swiftfoot Boots.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Have
That
a
got him to look at his cards.
Nope. Got nothing.
All right, I will tap 1 to equip it to Arcades.
Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute, let me ask you a question. Who are you gonna try and kill right now?
Oh, Josh might have something.
I mean, so I probably was gonna divide up the damage a little bit.
Ooh, divide it up.
I think if you split up, we're just both gonna lose.
So should we work together? Is that what you're suggesting?
I am.
Okay.
I won't interrupt
Okay.
this equip if you agree, like, you send it him, and in return, I will send it, so you're still safe from me.
For 1 turn.
Yeah, exactly. I just really feel like I can't beat that.
This is a good deal.
I just
I
can't
know,
beat what
I
he's
feel-
doing,
I-
and I have
I
at least a
feel it
small
too.
chance against you.
This is an
Oh,
earnest.
wow. So,
But don't you feel the same? Like, at least our decks, like,
Yeah, no,
match up in a way where I just
yeah.
don't match up with that.
yeah.
They're really afraid of these sets.
Yes.
I am. I'm just
know.
afraid
A lot
of
of
this flash speed
cards.
stuff that I can't see. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what you have.
Okay.
I'm used to
All right,
being
yeah.
All right,
feared.
deal? All right.
Deal. Let's do it.
I still am not sure if we're going to actually come on top of this. I think you might be able to answer us, but let's try.
Okay, let's try. We'll
Okay.
work together for a turn at least.
Okay, yeah, 1 turn.
All right, so this is gonna equip to Arcades.
Yep. Arcades now safe from direct removal.
All right. I mean, let's go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Achroma's Will.
Pretty good.
I know you have it. I know you have something.
I don't. I have to try to get it. So, in response, I will tap 2 and I'll flash in Cunning Nightbonder.
Nice.
It's going to trigger Slitherwisp, so each of you will lose a life and I will draw a card.
All right, I go to 28.
All right, I go to 74.
And I will draw, and then my next response, I cast Sicarian Infiltrator. I'm going to squad once.
Sure.
It's going to cost 1 less because of Cunning Nightbonder, and that will trigger Slitherwisp, so each of you will lose another life, and I'll draw a card.
All right, I go to 27.
I go to 73.
I will draw. The Infiltrator will enter the battlefield and make a copy which is 2 card draws.
It's a lot of card draw, but 6 mana now to work with.
All right, with Akroma's Will still on the stack, I will tap 3, and I will flash in Venser Shaper Savant.
Uh-oh.
This will trigger Slitherwisp because it also has flash, and I will attempt to return Akroma's Will to your hand, Taalia.
Not good.
But first, everybody loses a life and I draw.
All right, I go to 26.
I go to 72.
I will draw. And then Venser enters the battlefield, and I will target Akroma's Will to be returned to your hand.
All right, Chroma's Will goes back to my hand.
Ugh.
There is still an understanding if you swing all out at me, Josh will swing all out at me.
Yes, that is true. All right, CGB, I'm going to send 3 walls at you plus Arcades for 16 total damage. 3 of that is in the air.
Oh, are you not swinging with the other ones?
No.
That's not a full send.
I don't have any flyers, but I will block the walls on the ground. I will block with Venser, the Infiltrator, and the token that's a copy of the Infiltrator. So these will die, and I will take 3 damage, going to 21.
Cool. Second main, I'll tap this Caretaker in the wall to produce a mana of any color, and I'm just going to cast a Wall of Mulch.
Interesting.
That will trigger my commander, and I will draw a card.
Yep.
Then I'll go to my end step, and I will draw a card off of the Monarch. All right, I pass the turn to you, CGB.
Okay, I will untap.
All right, on your upkeep, I have another Thieving Amalgam trigger. May I take the top card of your library?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
All right, I'll draw for turn. So, just having untapped mana has made me the table's villain.
As it should.
All right, I will play Temple of the False God as my land for turn, and then I will move to discard.
Okay.
Discard these 2 lands. Pass to you.
All right, I will untap all my stuff here. And then on my upkeep, Court of Cunning will trigger. Same thing, we're all gonna mill 2 cards. Ready? 1, 2. Any creatures?
Nope.
All right. Then I will draw, and then Black Market Connections will trigger.
That's right. Full send.
Full send.
All right, I will full send.
Oh!
So I will make a 3/2. I will make a treasure, and I will draw a card, and I will also go to 20. All right, then you didn't swing with everything, so I don't technically have to full send here, but I'm still gonna do it. CGB.
You said we have to work together this turn.
And I am doing it. I'm following through with what I said, even though you did not. So it's 4 2/2s, a 1/1, a 4/4 flyer, and a 6/7 on the ground.
Oh my goodness. All right, I do have something I want to try before blockers.
Okay.
You seemed really disappointed about missing a land drop earlier in the game.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to hook you up with a lot of lands.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Settle the Wreckage. I'm going to target Josh.
Yeah. Okay. I have no response.
Whoa. Settle.
So I'm going to exile all my creatures and get 7 basic lands.
Yep.
That you are. Do wish I could have saved this for you, Taalia.
I know.
So these manifest cards will go back into your exile piles. And I'm gonna look for a
7.
bunch of basic lands. Do I even have 7 remaining in my deck? I have 3 islands, 2 swamps, and 2 mountains.
Beautiful.
That might be the best Grixis ramp spell ever cast.
So I'll play my land for turn. Then I'm going to tap 7, and I'm gonna play Sepulchral Primordial.
Ooh.
Not bad.
Let me look at graveyards here. Boy, there's really not much here. All right, so off that trigger, I am going to choose Venser from CGB's graveyard.
Yep.
And this Sunscape Familiar from Taalia's.
Sure.
Venser has an ETB trigger, and I will bounce the Slitherwisp.
Yep, that resolves.
That's about it. Taalia, Godspeed.
All right, I got a lot of stuff to untap here. I'm gonna untap all my lands. I'll untap all my creatures. I will draw for turn. Then I'm gonna play Prismatic Vista as my land for turn, and then I will immediately sacrifice it. And I will search my library for a basic land card. And it's gonna be an island, and it will come into play untapped. I'll lose 1 life from that, going to 71. And then I will cast Open into Wonder.
That's not the Akroma's Will.
Yeah.
Targeting everything except for my Caretaker and Arcades.
Okay.
That's a lot worse for you if that hits me, Josh.
If I could stop it, I would. Well, I probably still wouldn't.
Understand. That resolves for me.
All right, so she's got a mostly unblockable board.
I am gonna go to combat. I'm gonna swing with everything except my commander, but some of this is going to CGB and some of this is going to Josh.
Oh, I like this. Okay.
All right, who's going? What's going where?
What's going where?
All right, so I'm gonna send the Riptide Turtle, Wall of Mulch, Wall of Runes, and Wall of Mourning to CGB, sending in a little extra, and then I'll send the Caretaker and Wall of Omens to you, Josh.
So I have 7 coming at me?
Yeah,
How much is coming at me?
that is 17 damage.
But all of mine are unblockable, huh?
They are unblockable.
That's bad.
All right, your block's there, CGB, unless you have any effects before blocks.
Nah, move to blockers.
Okay, I'm assuming you're not blocking because you can't.
Right.
I will block the Caretaker with my Sepulchral Primordial.
All right,
Go to damage. Sorry, any effects after blocks?
yes, I'll play Tower Defense.
Ooh, +0, +5.
Plus
Let's
plus
go.
5. Yeah,
So how much damage is that now?
20 more.
Oh. So 37?
37.
I am letting that resolve. Okay, before damage, I do have one more thing.
Of course you do.
I will cast Ink Shield.
That's bad.
37 2/1
Nice.
flyers. All right, go to damage. I have no effects.
All right, damage doesn't happen.
Well,
Right.
it doesn't happen to him, but it happens to me. I am going to take 9.
Okay,
My Sepulchral Primordial will die.
and then I will draw a card because you took damage from Wall of Omens.
And I will prevent 37 damage and make 37 Inklings.
Well, that wasn't as good as I was hoping it would be, but I'm still the Monarch, so I'll go to end step and draw a card.
On end step, I'm going to flash back in the Slitherwisp.
Yep.
And then it is your turn, CGB.
All right, I will untap all of these lands, and then I will draw for turn. I'll play an island as my land. I will move to combat.
At the moment, he doesn't have quite enough to take us both out.
No.
I have to choose.
To choose.
Taalia,
Yeah,
you brought this on yourself.
I know. It's fine.
37 Inklings at you.
I will kill one,
Sick.
and then, yep, I will take 72 damage.
That's a lot of damage all at once. It's a lot of Inklings.
Crushing my dream. And then I died to a bunch of Inklings. All right, CGB, you now have the Monarch.
And I have one of your creatures, Taalia, so I lose that.
I am still a flash deck, so I am going to move to my end step, draw for Monarch. Your go, Josh.
Okay, I will untap. On my upkeep, Court of Cunning will trigger, and we will both mill 2 cards. 1, 2. I got a Valky, God of Lies, and a Mind Stone.
I got Mind Splice Apparatus and Marsh Flats.
And I will draw. And then Black Market Connections will trigger.
Oh, you know what to do.
Oh, I'm gonna full send, baby. Full send! That's right.
Magic is awesome.
I'm not a coward. I will make a shapeshifter. I will make a treasure. I will draw another card. And then I will take the 6 and I'll go to 5. I will start by tapping 3 and I will channel a Takanuma, Abandoned Mire. I'll mill 3. 1, 2.
Scarab God.
Scarab God.
Scarab God.
Okay. Then I will return the Scarab God to my hand, and I will cast the Scarab God. Then I am going to activate the Scarab God by paying 4, and I will target the Valky in my graveyard. So I'll make a 4/4 copy of it. And when that enters the battlefield, each opponent reveals their hand. And then for each opponent, I exile a creature card revealed this way.
I'm really excited to share this with you.
Oh boy.
Here you go. Enjoy.
Okay, so looking through your hand here, I guess I am going to exile Solitude. You can have that back. It's terrifying. Then I'm gonna go to combat, and I will swing at you with Venser and this Shapeshifter.
Attacks, huh? I think we've waited long enough for the last Elder Dragon to arrive.
They all came to play except for one.
He likes to make a big entrance.
Yeah.
I will tap 6 because of Cunning Nightbonder, and I will cast my commander, Chromium the Mutable. This will trigger Slitherwisp, so you will lose a life, and I will draw a card.
Okay.
Chromium is, feels really left out in this game.
Yeah.
So Chromium will block the Shapeshifter.
Okay.
I will take 2 from Venser, going to 19.
All right, Shapeshifter dies. And I will become the Monarch. I'm gonna go to my end step. Monarch will trigger. I'll draw for the Monarch, and it's your turn.
All right, I untap 36 Inklings.
Yep.
A whole bunch of lands. I'm gonna draw for turn.
Yep.
We're gonna head straight to combat. Josh.
Yep, I'll let you swing. Full send!
Yeah.
Good game. You got it.
Good game.
Good game.
I
All right. Well, big congratulations to CGB.
CovertGoBlue pulling it out with his signature blue style.
I think everybody played really well in this game, and CGB played extremely well because Taalia and I literally just teamed up pretty early, and we're like, if we don't team up, we won't beat him, and threw everything we could at him, and he was able to withstand it. I was impressed. So hats off to CGB. Of course, if you want to get any of these cards, you want to build any of these decks, you want any of the March of the Machine cards, you want to look forward ahead to the March of the Machine Aftermath stuff, cardkingdom.com/command is the place to go to get all your Magic products, singles, anything at all. You can pre-order that stuff. They have a huge inventory of past cards. They have all the versions that you're looking for. I mean, Card Kingdom really is a one-stop shop. They do it all, and the great thing is they will get you all of your stuff in one convenient package. So it just all comes at the same time. They're super professional, so it's safely packed. You know it's going to get there. And there really just is nothing like receiving a whole deck all at once and just like adding the basic lands you need and being ready to play, which is hard to do with other services. So cardkingdom.com/command, we just can't recommend them highly enough.
And once you have those cards in your hand, you are going to want to protect them. Go to ultrapro.com/command for all of the Magic accessories that you need to keep your collection looking good, feeling safe, and keeping them organized. I love UltraPro for the binders and for the sleeves because I am extremely picky about how I sort my collection and how everything is safe, and UltraPro makes that all possible. Plus, you can always go to their website and keep an eye out for these crazy sales.
Oh yeah, they have sales on their website all the time. Yeah.
Happen all the time, and the best way to keep up with them is to sign up for their newsletter because they'll let you know when their things are 40% off, 50% off usually. So make sure that you sign up for the UltraPro newsletter so you can get news on these sales and also secret lair drops.
Oh yeah.
They've put like secret lair art on playmats and they only last for a couple of days. They usually sell out. They have cool treatments like these foily ones or double-sided ones. You can only do that by going directly to their website at ultrapro.com/command.
Hopefully everybody watched and enjoyed the game. You can check out the turn talk about this episode on our Patreon at patreon.com/commandzone. I would highly recommend it for this game specifically because there's a lot of ins and outs, a lot of big brain plays. Yeah, and of course, you get all kinds of cool perks if you join our community. One thing you do is you get to see extra turns on game nights before the general public. You get to see ad-free versions of those shows. We give you access to things like the show notes for the podcast episodes. You also get to interact with us on Discord. We play spell table games with some of our patrons. So lots and lots of cool perks. If you enjoy our content, if we've kept you company during the day sometimes, or helped you learn something about the game or escape a little bit, we really appreciate the people that come and support us and help us keep doing the thing that we do. So again, patreon.com/commandzone. All right.
Thanks for watching.
Yep, that's going to do it for this Extra Turns. We appreciate it, and we'll be back very, very soon with more content. Again, MagicCon Minneapolis. Hope to see you there.
Oh, so excited.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, everybody. Peace.